Hello, I'm Connie Melton, an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! Here in McKinney, Texas. And I'm still working on that 30 Days of Gratitude. Today is day 12. If you have not seen the other 11, you might want to back up. We've done some cute gratitude cards. And I'm going to turn the camera around and talk to you about gratitude and the message I have for you today while we're making this card. So hang on while I turn it around. Okay, we still have a few pieces left in our Heirloom Arrangements kit, but it is getting less and less. So I'm going to remind you of this is what we've been working with for the last 11 days. I'm going to set this aside. For today's card, I've brought in some extra pieces, and I've tried not to bring in extra stuff too much. I've tried to stay with just the kit, but I had this in my thought for today, so I went ahead and brought it in. All right, I brought in our Everyday Arches dies, and these are so cool. I'm using the fourth one down. There are 10, so you can make all sorts of cards, and we're just going to use it to make an arch today. I'm going to let our pink card from the kit shine through. So I've gone ahead and cut that, and I purposely did it toward the top because I wanted to leave room down here for our message. Okay, I also brought in some plain basic white cardstock, and this is not the thick and heavy because I'm going to add some additional pieces to it. I don't want it to get too heavy. And it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle of the 8.5 side at 4 1/4, and just folded. Now for the inside, I've brought in a piece of bubble bath, which was left from another card, that's 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to be our inside layer. And on top of that, step down another 1/4 inch, and I have a piece of basic white that's 3 3/4 by 5. So you can see we're just making a layer. I just wanted to give that inside a little, you know, just make it a little nicer. All right, so we have this left. I'm going to set it aside. We may use it later on. We're going to need dimensionals, so I'll pull those out. We're going to need our pecan pie. We may or may not need the little butterflies, so I went ahead and pulled them out. I'm going to need my cutter because we need to cut this piece down. And our cut and score board is so cool because it does both. So this one is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I want to cut this down. It's not 5 1/4 tall, but that's not a problem. I want to cut it down to just under, I'm going to take it 1/8 of an inch. Our scoreboard is marked in 16ths, so I need 2 16ths or 1/8 inch over. I want it to be just a tad smaller so that it doesn't show through for any reason, because I'm going to be putting it up with dimensionals. All right, that looks good. Just want to put the glue on the edge. Put it on the very edge. We'll do it upside down so we know we're centered. All right. Now I want to pop this up, but before I do that, I definitely want to stamp. I don't recommend necessarily stamping on your scoreboard, but it is a good flat surface. So if you have it out anyway, it doesn't hurt. All right, thankful and grateful is the message we're using. Get our little pecan pie. This thing is still going well, and I've used it for other things too. So it's doing a good job of getting us towards our 30 days of ink supply. We'll just see how long it lasts. And I'm going to put this down here to the right. Oh no! Well, that's me. I'm a messy crafter. Guess what's going to go there? We have an opportunity to embellish, and we will be embellishing with some of these antique pearls. So we'll be putting one there. See if I can find my eraser. No, it must be over with the class supplies. If you have a sand eraser, sometimes you can get these little marks off, but this one's pretty dark, so not much of a chance probably for it. No, I don't see it offhand. So we'll just move on, you know? Things happen. Put some greenery down. This is from the kit. It's the printed vellum. I just love this stuff. This one I think is going to be a little large, but we'll see in a moment. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this one, and all of these are from the kit. It does include a lot of pieces, so that's nice. Take the backs off. I'm going to bring it down that way, and yes. All right, that's going to be too long, so we'll cut that. I think I'll cut it right above that large piece. You know, I'm not going to pitch that. We might end up using it for something. We'll see. Put glue on the back side, and I see I need to put a little more right there. There we go. So while I'm talking about this, I'm going to talk about gratitude. I've been doing a lot of research on gratitude and thankfulness. And I was reading one this morning that said you should say, when you wake up in the morning, you should say 5 things you're grateful for. And that, for me, mine is always that I'm grateful that I woke up, as my granddad used to say, on this side of the grass. But I will tell the little story of after going through chemo and radiation and surgery, they told me that I still had only a 2.8% chance of making it with my stage 4 esophageal cancer. Making it to 5 years. So I'm now at 13. So really, for me, every day I wake up is a blessing. So, all right. I want to use a butterfly, I think. Should I put him down here to cover that up? No, it goes up here. But we will add, this is just making a good platform to work on today. We'll add a large pearl down here to cover up my goof. And if you didn't see where I talked about this before, yes, you can color our pearls with the alcohol markers and make it any color you want. So I quite often order just the white and the clear of several things, because then I can make it what I want. All right, we'll put another small one there. And I don't want it to look like I had to do that, but okay, there we go. Now we're going to pop this up and put it on our panel, our card base. We want to do several of these backs. Let's see. So think about in the morning when you wake up, what are 5 things you're grateful for? And remember, grateful is not just, thank you. It is an emotion. It is goodness, what is it? It's the deep down in your belly kind of feeling gratitude. An emotional response. And, that one too. And authentic. And all right. I like how this looks. Thankful and grateful. I don't know who this is going to yet. Let's see about if we have some tiny flower or something for the inside. Maybe that. This matches some. That's not too bad. Nope, that doesn't match. We're running out of pieces to add. May have to bring in some other things. All right. Yes, I think that's the best one left. Just put a little glue on the back of that, put it on the inside, and try and tie all of this together. And I'm going to get it over into the pink as well. Okay, so there's our card. So again, thank you for joining me on day 12. And I'll have something different for you tomorrow. It won't be a card. I have a different idea in mind already. So join me tomorrow. And if you found this interesting or if you learned anything, please like and subscribe as we're trying to build up our channel. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow.